morning, everybody. My name is Darlene and I have Parkinson's. I also have a huge bowl of blueberries and ice cream. I'm going to eat that while we're talking because I'm very hungry. It's 12:51 at night. So this is going to be kind of late getting up probably, but I was so busy I couldn't stop. That's what happens to me. I get so busy and then I can't stop. So unfortunately, I didn't eat much dinner and I forgot to drink, so I'm kind of needing this energy here. So it's on my nose. You can't take me anywhere. You really can't. So I'm trying to think what I did today. I was so busy, but what did I do? I'm getting things ready for my Make It Monday. So tomorrow I'll be doing that. And Claudine went shopping for that. Bill had chemo today. And he's been getting on my last nerve. Even when he's feeling well, he thinks he's sicker than he is. And he then doesn't want to do anything. And I keep telling him, you're part of a family, you need to do stuff. So I hopefully get through him because he's bored. He wouldn't be bored if he kept busy. And even if he was just playing Yahtzee or something, he wouldn't be bored. But you can't sit in your room. You will die if you just sit in your room and watch TV. And that's what he's doing. And we took everything out that we thought we could take out of the room when he was in the hospital. But somehow or other, it's all gotten back up there. So, I don't know. I'm kind of a little bit at wit's end. I don't know what to do. I know that cognitive thinking for him now is hard. I know that. But he's changing personalities and I'm not really being included in that. And it's hard. It's very hard. So, anyway, what else did I do? I rearranged the refrigerator that was up in my room so that I've got the pop all stocked in there and orange juice in there. And then I went to the deep freeze and I had the 2 containers of slush and I put them into one big 4-liter container. Well, I didn't. Marilyn did. She was over visiting and she helped. So she put the slush in there. I said to Claudine, I guess I have to have a slush party now. It'll be in there for 3 years if I don't. But anyway, I'll invite somebody over and we'll have a drink. Has to be on a day that I'm feeling good enough to do that. Anyway, then I went into the bedroom and then I stayed here and I put Claudine helped me do it. But I put a pretty flower decal on my Yahtzee tray. That's my tray, so because if I throw the dice on the table, they tend to fall off. So if I do it this way, I keep them contained mostly. I just hold my bib in it for now. I worked on my budget book. Sat out in the veranda for a while. Oh, we did lots of things. Anyway, I was going to tell you a story. And I'm trying to think which one it was. Oh, yes, it was the ARF story. When we lived in Edmonton, we lived in a nice neighborhood, very nice neighborhood, and the person next door, her name was Arlene Jenkins. Now, I can't ask permission to use her story or her name because she has passed away. But Arlene Jenkins was a very, very nice lady. And she golfed a lot. Well, when they retired, they went to live in the Shuswap right on a golf course. It was her dream. It really was her dream. Well, one day, while she was out in the golf course, she took her back spring and she just dropped dead, just like that. It was a terrible, terrible shock for everybody. But anyway, long before that, when we lived in Edmonton, her nickname was Arf. I don't know where she got it, but it was Arf. Like a dog bark, but Arf. So anyway, her birthday was coming up and my mom wanted to buy a cake for her. So she went up to the local Woolco, and the Woolco had a baking department, and they said, well, what would you like us to write on it? And she said, I'd like you to write, Happy Birthday, Arf. They said, do you want a picture of anything? Mom says, no, just a plain cake. And then happy birthday, Arf. So when she went to pick up the cake, it had pictures of bones and puppies on the edge. And it said, happy birthday, Arf, Arf. These people thought this was cake for a dog. So when she came home, she said, we got to fix this up. So we made a little tiny bit of white icing, and we scooped all the dogs and the bones on the edging off, and touched it with white icing, and then scraped off one of the Arfs. And then it was just happy birthday, Arf. But I got to tell you, people, when they're in that kind of a customer service, they better check, because people have funny names now. I thought that was cute when it said Arf, Arf. There was another day we were going up to the community center. We were having a big dinner at the community center, and my family was always involved in things like that. My dad, not so much, because he would have been if he was home, but he was only home. When we lived in Edmonton, he was only home for 4 days a week. No, that's 4 days a month. He came home every second weekend for 2 days. It was terribly hard on him, because he wasn't a drinker. He wasn't somebody that enjoyed staying in hotels or eating in restaurants all the time. He was a homebody. So he took up needlepoint, and he made beautiful needlepoint seats for my mother's chairs. And he just stayed in his hotel room and did that, but he found an avenue to do. But anyway, where was I going with this story? He was only home 4 days. Let me pause for a minute. My brain is just gone. I forgot what I was going to say. And now I remember. We were going to a community supper. And it was Arf's turn to bring the mashed potatoes. And the mashed potatoes was the one job that nobody wanted to do, because it was a huge pot of mashed potatoes. You could peel 20 pounds of potatoes easily to fill the pot. And you had to peel them, because they always give you russets or ones that had hard skin, so you couldn't just chop them up. So anyway, she'd made this massive thing of potatoes, and she says to Mom, can you help me carry this out to the car? So the pot's hot. There are 2 women, no men. They each take a side of this pot on a handle, and they got halfway across the kitchen, and they dumped the whole pot all over the floor. It was terrible. So Arlene says, don't anybody say anything. And she scooped up everything that was on the top and didn't touch anything that was on the floor, but she scooped everything that was up on the top. She got about 3/4 of it scooped up, and then she whipped it with her whipper a little bit more just to make it look fluffy, and she said, okay, nobody talks. And nobody told them anything, but we kind of bypassed the mashed potatoes that night, and everybody else seemed to enjoy them. Oh, I tell you, I've had a fun life. I really have. I can't complain about it. I think back on it, and I just, I'm a very lucky girl. All right, okay, I'm going to leave it at that for now, because it's very late, and I do want to go to bed. So take care. See you tomorrow.